So welcome to the fifth installment of Wine Clique's podcast. And today we have the lovely Sorrel couple here with us, Guillaume Sorrel and Julie Azzinari of Domaine Marc Sorrel. So they are from a small but storied estate, rooted deeply in the slopes of Hermitage. And this domain, built on quiet dedication from the early days of Henry Sorrel, tending his vines with an old-world patience, to Marc Sorrel's steady hand guiding the estate through decades of change, to Guillaume stepping in as the third generation, carrying both legacy and responsibility. Today, alongside him is Julie, whose perspective and presence adds a fresh layer to the family's evolving story. And today we'll explore how tradition meets intuition, how a heritage of craftsmanship continues to shape their wines, and how this new chapter of the domain is being written, one thoughtful decision at a time. So to start off the interview, I would just like to know from you guys a few sentences about how you can describe Domaine Marc Sorrel.
Domaine Marc Sorrel, it's a very small estate, family estate. I'm the fourth generation, created in 1926 by my great-grandfather. And since vintage 19, it's me alone at the estate.
Oh.
We have 2.5 hectares in Hermitage and only 1.5 hectares in Gros Hermitage.
So it's pretty small, and like you guys kind of like handle it by yourself, like just within the family, right?
Yeah.
Not so much. Yeah. I did, because earlier we had the masterclass, did you guys like hire like outside people, or like is the whole estate manned by just the family members?
We need during the season, of course, of more people, but for all the rest of the year, we are only three. So together, and another guys with us in the vine.
Oh, okay. And then, so during the harvesting period, then you guys will get a little bit more help on the deck. And for you, this has been like always something that's within the family, right? Like you guys just kind of grew up with it. Like, did you have a lot of wine at the table, I guess, always? Like for him?
So Guillaume at first wanted to be a kinesiotherapist.
Oh.
He didn't want to be a winemaker.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah, like a massage, you know?
You wanted to
be but therapeutic.
For the sports.
Oh, you wanted to be a physio? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're into sports?
In fact, I stopped it when one day I drank at Hermitage La Chapelle from Jaboulet, 1990. It was a credible bottle.
Oh.
And I said I want to be able to do this same
kind of
bottle.
wine. Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. And then after that, after you drank that glass of wine, you were like, something that I want to do. And you? Did you also grow up with a family of wine?
No. I was born in Avignon, so in south of France, and I work in a business of clothes. Yes.
I see.
Yeah, and so when I met Guillaume, I didn't work in vines and in wine, but I had started in 19 when Guillaume bought the estate. I started to work with him to help him at the estate.
Oh, okay. And for you in the estate, you handle the grapes as well, or like more?
I help him when it's harvest and when it is a full season. But my job is to work at the customs.
Yes. Okay.
To do some testing and do all the papers that we need to do when you are a winemaker. Yeah.
And then at the start of you guys' relationship, were you interested in wine as well, or like was that something that you picked up when you were together with him?
I didn't know anything about wine before. I was just a very good drinker. but I learned with Guillaume, yes, and with his father just before he retired.
It's easy to learn when you work at 100% of your time.
Yeah,
right.
In the cellar, in the vines. It's more easy to learn.
Is there something that like impacted you guys like in the early days, like something that you guys did together that was very memorable?
Can you repeat, please?
Oh, something that was something that like an experience that stuck with you. Yeah.
What was really important is to see Guillaume and his father when we are, for example, in a dinner. They really share a lot of things close to the wine.
Yes.
And that speak about the tradition and the family.
Very passionately.
Yes. And when you saw that, you say, okay, it's really important to continue and to do the best wine as possible.
And then since picking up like the reins from your father, like was it like, what was the moment like for you? Like, was it a really big deal?
A very big challenge for him.
Yeah, because when I replaced my father, so in 1819, I think it's the moment where the climate changed a lot. So it was
Quite difficult.
Yeah, so it was a challenge to pass after my father, but another challenge with the climate. So it's a big challenge and a lot of pressure.
And Guillaume was a winemaker before the family estate because he has another domain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and Marc has a really good reputation and did a really famous wine. And Guillaume's willingness to do is possible to continue this history and do the same wine.
Are there like any big lessons that your father passed down to you, or like things that you really
To be patient.
passionate?
Yeah. I think when you want to do a good one, you're obliged to do mistake.
Yes.
But when you do a mistake, you're obliged to wait 1 year to do better. So patience, it's a real quality.
Is there any like, what would you say is like the biggest challenge that really makes it difficult to stay passionate in your line of work? Like a challenge?
The climate.
Trying to juggle the climate, something that's unpredictable, I would assume.
Yeah. But you could be the best winemaker if you have freeze, hail, or too hot temperature. It's difficult to do a good wine. So it's all you can't maîtriser, and you can't.
It's just out of your control, basically.
Yeah, out of
all you
control.
can control.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
No worries. I see. And while he's juggling all this, like, how do you find like your place within the domains, like traditions and like their daily work?
It was not so difficult for me to have a place because Guillaume is a really good winemaker, and in his cellar he is the boss. In the vine he's the boss, but for all the rest he really needs me to help him to manage all and to organize all the
Other things.
Yeah, all the things. Yeah. So we are a really good team because we have all our things to do, and we don't. I can't do his job, and he can't do mine.
Yeah.
So there is no problem, and everybody has his task to do. So it's okay like that.
I'm hearing that like your strengths complement each other really well. Like you really cover for each other's weaknesses.
Yeah. It's a good cooperation.
Yeah. Then with that, like, what is something that you guys have learned from each other since like working side by side together?
For me, Guillaume is not patient. He is with his vine, but not for the
Working.
Yeah,
just
for the working. Yeah. He really needs all now. Yes, and sometimes it takes a long time to.
Just because I push the guys to give me the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how do you like manage that?
I have my own company since 10 years, and I learn a lot about how to manage people and how to manage a company, etc. So for me, it was not a real challenge to take care of the estate.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have an experience. Yes, but I didn't know anything about wine and about how to manage a family estate, because that was a real challenge. But finally, we speak a lot and we learn a lot. Guillaume learned about me and I learned about him. And because we speak a lot, it was finally easy to organize all.
I have a question here that might not be so applicable to you since you have been a winemaker for quite a while. But for you, what is like one part of winemaking that surprised you once you started doing it? Since this was something that you kind of like got put into, like something that surprised you about winemaking.
It's how much is it impossible to do the same every year?
Right. Yes.
In fact, when you do wine, you can't have a book and read 1, 2, 3 and
Have the same outcome
have the
and
same
expect
every
it,
year. You
yes.
have to adapt. And
There's always an adaptation
Yeah.
with all the different vintage. Because today we have extreme climate, too hot or too cold or with
A lot of rain.
a lot of rain. So there is always an adaptation.
Would you say like I guess like in this period, like you might be having it a little bit more difficult than the previous times when the climate was a little bit more stable? Like, would you say that?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. And when we speak with Marc Sorrel, so Guillaume's father, every time he said, "Guillaume, I'm so happy that I retired now because climate is so complicated now." Yeah, so
It's true.
yeah. But for us, it's even if it's complicated, what is beautiful or what is interesting is that we can never sleep. You know, we always have
Thinking about your grapes.
Yeah. And to have the reflection of what we have to do, how we can do the best. So that's really interesting.
My father, with 40 different vintage, he had only just one vintage, just one dry vintage. It's 2003. And since my beginning, so since 2019, I already have 19, 20, 22, 25 very dry and hot vintage. So that there is a
says
big
something.
changement.
Yes.
We are obliged to adapt.
Is there like I guess like a small detail in the vineyard or the cellar that something most people would like overlook that makes like a huge difference in your wines? Something special that you
What
guys
to
do?
say? In fact, everything is special because we are in a very small hill, and it all is worked by hands or horses. Work in our vines is a real experience because it's difficult to imagine how much is it sloped. Ça qu'on dit? How much is it sloped and how much is it difficult to be on the top of the hill? And everything is particular, in fact.
And because we have a lot of different soil, so we don't work at the same way in the granite soil and in the clay and limestone soil. So it's
Different parts, different
exactly,
things.
it's always different.
And since like your domain is kind of known for its like traditional style, is it difficult for you to preserve this identity while juggling all these little things?
No, because it's the wine that he loves is a traditional wine, and
If you are courageous, it's easy, in fact. And when you see the hill of Hermitage, you understand very quickly that you can't use tractor. So
Guess it's
yes.
yeah,
It's always a traditional way to do wine because we can't change anything. Yeah. It's very difficult to change anything. It's not possible to use machines. So if you use a traditional way to do the wine, you have traditional wine. And the wine are pretty good like that. So why do we have to change?
Since like you guys have been like doing this for like, a few years, what is something that is like that comes the most easily to you, and then what is something that's still quite difficult to maintain?
Finally, the most easily was to work together, but that can be the most difficult too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You guys fight?
Sometimes during harvest because it's a
Stressful period.
very stressful period, but
We are a couple, so it's
Yeah,
normal
it's normal.
sometimes.
yes. So what was easily finally is to continue this wonderful history of the domain Marc Sorrel, even if people were waiting a lot about Guillaume when he started the estate. Because they knew how was the wine and they were expecting to see if Guillaume was able to do the same and to continue the same quality of the wine. So that was a little bit stress for him.
Yeah.
And the most difficult, I repeat again, it's really the climate.
Yeah.
really the climate. There is a big changement. And the adaptation is brutal, really. But it's a real challenge, but with courage, we arrive to do good wine.
I wanted to ask you guys, like, since like the harvest season is it long?
No, it's very short.
It's very
just
short.
1 week.
Oh, it's just 1 week.
Yeah.
Is there?
But just because we have only 4 hectares.
Oh, okay.
It
And
depends about the size of your estate.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then is there something that you guys really look forward to during the harvest? Because I understand you wait like quite a fair bit of months, right, before that week.
Yeah.
Is there something that you look forward to, like trying the grapes?
In fact, we start in the morning at 7 normally. We offer breakfast at everybody at the cellar.
Oh.
And after we go all together in the vines to start the harvest, and we finish at 12
We
normally.
stopped. Maybe it's not finished, but we stop at 12.
Yeah,
You
and
start at 7 and you stop at 12.
yeah.
In the afternoon?
No.
Oh, at
No.
night?
No, because at 12 there is a chief who come at the cellar and cook for everybody.
Oh.
And it's the moment to open good bottles of wine for everybody. And
After that, we don't go in the vines because
it's not possible.
too dangerous.
Oh.
So it's only in the morning for the harvest time. We start so earlier and finish at midday, and we do that for during 7 days. But it's not
Continue.
Continuously.
way. Yes, for example, we can do harvest on Monday and after on Wednesday and after on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to wait the best moment to harvest.
Oh, okay.
Because it's very small, so we have the choice
To pick
choose the
and
really
choose when.
good day for each parcel, in fact.
Then let's say like on day 1 that do you try your grapes?
Of course.
Yeah.
And then you decide when
Yeah.
the next time
Yeah.
you wanna. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I think that's quite new because I understand like the other wineries with like bigger areas, like they can't really do that because they gotta
No, yes.
do
yeah.
everything at once.
Yeah.
And for someone that's never visited Hermitage, what's like the first thing you hope that they notice when they step onto the hillside? Like, is there something special that you would like to share?
What is special with Hermitage is that it is very small. It's only one very small mountain.
One.
Yeah. So when you arrived in Tel Hermitage, you can see how much is precious to have a bottle of this wine because it's very, very small. And the best view that you can have is from Ardèche. So you can see all the Hermitage Hill, and if you go on the top of the Hermitage Hill at La Chapelle, you can see all the Hermitage by the top. And so it's really interesting because you see all the terroir and all the exposition. That's great. That's great.
And as you guys like go along into the future, like is there something that makes you guys very excited, like looking forward into the future for Domaine Marc Sorrel?
Maybe if Guillaume's daughters want to come at the estate, if they want to continue this fantastic history. Maybe, yeah.
And I would like to have a little bit more vines, perhaps in other appellation like Saint-Joseph, but it's difficult to find the
Good terroir.
good terroir. So wait and see.
Is your daughter interested in wine?
For the moment, they are young, but we don't want to push them.
You need to be passionate to do this job. So you need to.
Your father managed to change your mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in fact, you need time to decide if you want to do this job.
And does your daughter wish to do something else? Like, does she have other passions that she wants to pursue first?
One is studying business and international business, so
Okay, I mean, that kind of is
So
still applicable.
she's, in fact, for the moment, she's really interesting about where we travel for works.
The traveling.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
traveling. Yeah. So now you're in Singapore. Oh, that's cool. And where will you go after? Okay. So she's really interesting by that, but she's 20, so it's normal. And the second is she's really young. She's 15.
So
So for the moment, she don't know.
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
And since your daughters are like still relatively young, do you think it's difficult to bring the next generation into wine? Because I think that's like quite a common problem recently.
It's a lot of job, and it's really difficult. So the good question is: are the new generation able to work as so much and so hard?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys drink wine at home then?
We have a lot of testing at the cellar during the journey. So sometimes at night at home, when I cooked, I said to Guillaume, I want to have some wine, please. Oh, darling, we drank a lot today, so no wine at home. So, but we drink wine at home, yeah. But not Marc Sorrel wine.
Oh,
yeah.
Why
No.
not?
Because we love.
I prefer to discover other
Right, you
regions,
already have it.
other countries, yeah. And we have a lot of friends which are winemakers, so we do some exchange, and we are really excited to discover their wine.
What is like the most interesting bottle of wine that you guys like from somewhere else?
We drank Hermitage White 1954 during the COVID.
Wow.
Yes.
It was an incredible bottle.
Yeah.
What was
And
special about it?
and the 161 Red Hermitage last Christmas.
Those are quite
and 61
old
is
vintages.
one of the best vintage that.
It's the best vintage.
The best vintage in
ever
Hermitage.
in Hermitage.
So
ever.
we were very lucky to have that.
What was like the thing that really stood out to you guys about this bottle?
But we can say that Hermitage can wait a long time because
60 years.
60 years and it was really clear and really there were no default on the wine. So what we learned was that it's really possible, and if possible, you have to wait.
If the cork is good, you are a lot of percentage to have a good wine inside.
Yeah.
So in fact, it depends often of the cork.
Do you guys like learn? Would you say that you learn like new things from getting to try like your different winemakers' wine, like things you learn?
If you want progress, if you want to do a better wine, you are obliged to be open and to hear what's happened in other estates. So
and test other wine.
I learn about
you
a
share
lot.
your secrets.
Exactly. It's not well a secret, but it's very important to see what's
learn
happened.
from each other. And okay, to conclude the conversation, I wanted to know, is there something that you hope for people to feel or experience when they open a bottle of your wine for the first time?
What is important is to know that it's a real family estate since 4 generations, and then in each bottle you have a small part of Félix Sorrel, which was the first who planted the vine, and Henri Sorrel, who was the second who take care of the wine, and Marc Sorrel, who was the real winemaker, and now it's Guillaume who does his possible to make the best wine as
The
possible.
vines have gone through many hands.
Yes, too many hands and 4 guys which were real wine lovers. Yeah.
Super respectable. Actually, if your daughter comes into the trade, she'll be the first female.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that exciting?
it's a long tradition,
Yeah.
and
I put a small part of female in
Of course,
your wine.
of course.
Yeah.
So your daughter has to come into the trade now.
Yeah.
Too much male.
Yeah.
She shared on what she would like people to feel for doing Marc Sorrel. But what about you? It's your bottle of wine.
when people open a bottle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux qu'ils ressentent?
I think the principal thing it's the purity of the wine.
The purity.
Yeah, with a lot of energy, and because I am the fourth generation, I would like that everybody know there is a lot of energy in the wine because the vines are 100 years. And for example, I didn't knew my great-grandfather and my grandfather. And when I work in the vines, I always say, okay, I work in the same soil. I touch the same vines, and for me it's very important. So I would like to transmit the same thing in the wine.
Is there something new that you want to add? Like, something that you want to do better than your father in terms of the winemaking?
We always kill the father, but I think it's normal. We try to do the best. And
Have you done it? Do you think you've achieved it?
yeah,
Of course.
Definitely better.
yeah.
With even more challenges too from the
course,
climate.
yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
definitely doing
Yeah.
better already. Solid answer, thank you. Thank you so much for the lovely conversation that you've had with me today.
It's a pleasure.
I've actually learned a lot because you guys are my first duo. Usually I've met with a relatively young winemaker that also just took over the domain, and then a few people that were more in the commercial side, so people like you. Yeah, but I think this is the first time I've had a duo and then hear the different experiences. And I think you might be the longest that just took over the domain. So yeah, quite a fair bit of history. So thank you so much for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Contented.